You'll need a bag of Bananagrams letter tiles or even Scrabble letter tiles to do this exercise. The steps of the exercise are the same. It's how we do the exercise that makes it different. We'll be using a strategy called chunking. Chunking is another memory device that can make large amounts of information more memorable. You probably use it already to remember or share a phone number. Chances are you chunk the numbers so that they're easier to remember. 813-239-4226 rather than the more memory-intensive 813-239-4226. We do the same thing with our Social Security number. We naturally chunk it. We've already learned that an average human brain can only hold 4 to 5 different items in its working memory. But by grouping information into sets, we can hack the limits of our working memory. The chunking technique involves grouping items, finding patterns in them, and organizing the items. Chunking works because our brains are primed to look for patterns and make connections. Step 1. Reach into the bag and pull out 6 to 9 random letters. Place the letters face up in front of you. Step 2. Now look for patterns or a way to chunk the information. Is there an identifiable pattern? If not, could you group the letters into 2-letter groups or 3-letter groups or 4-letter groups? In this example, I would say RDA is a good chunk because it's a familiar term for us. And then tool is a word, actually. So RDA tool would actually be a chunking method that would help you remember RDATULE. Step 3. Give yourself 10 seconds to memorize all of the tiles, and then cover them with a piece of paper, just like before. Now pull out the matching letters and lay them on the table in the same order, just as before. Do this 3 times in a row without making any mistakes, and then do it with more tiles. Okay, this one would be super simple to chunk because you basically have one 3-letter set of letters to remember, TSE, and then you just repeat it. Also, if it happened to come out like this, same exact thing. You would remember TSE coming from the outside in, TSE coming from the outside in. Either way, that would be an easy way to chunk that one. This is a great example of where chunking or even patterning could come into play. First pattern that I see is that both ends are the same, so I'm just going to take those off. The second pattern I see is that MAR and MAR go towards the middle, and then we're joined by an H. So although you have 9 letters, you only have to remember MAR, H is your joiner, and you're enclosed by Y's. Well, that's only 1, 2, 3 short-term memory goals. So instead of remembering 9 things, you're remembering 3. Y at the ends, H in the middle, MAR going towards the middle. See how that would work? Here's another example where we can look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles and create a shorter memory requirement by chunking. So again, I notice the endings are the same, BR, BR. Then you just have LO in the middle. So basically you just have a repetition in the middle. So you need to remember BR going in and LO twice. So you only actually remember 2 things in your short-term memory, not 8 individual tiles. BR, LO, and then RB, because it's BR again, going in.